Welcome to VO Journey Academy Live. My name is Anthony,
I'm Gabby.
and we are voice actors. Yes, and it's Friday.
It sure is.
August 1st.
Hey,
That is
how did that
crazy.
happen?
It is crazy time. But we are very excited to be here today. If you are new or you haven't done so yet, please hit that like and
Yeah,
subscribe and that bell notification so you
for
know when we're
sure.
going live. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And today, which we have to always, because I always forget to do this, but as we're just coming live and people are joining, we have to keep reminding people
Mm,
this is Open Forum Friday.
mm-hmm.
So that means you get to come, bring your questions, post them in the chat, and
Hang
we
out.
will do our very best to answer them.
Indeed.
Yes. So we promote you, or we ask you to don't hold back. Any kind of voiceover questions that you have, we'd love to answer them. Well, we had, as we're waiting for people to join and answer the questions, we had a wonderful meeting this morning, Gabby, with our
Did.
lovely coaching team and everything from VO Journey Academy and Academy Voices. And I got my Academy Voices shirt on again. And, I just, I am so, I'm telling you, Gabby, I'm
Are
blown
you proud?
away.
Are you a proud papa? Is
I,
that what?
so
Yeah.
I'm so proud and just blown away about how incredible our team is
Yeah. Yeah.
right now. I mean, like it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have such an incredible, talented group of ladies,
And a
and
diverse group
oh,
too.
it's
I mean,
incredible.
man, all the different areas of VO they're coming from and all of the different knowledge that
Oh
they
yeah.
they bring to the table. It's wild.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is. It is. I mean, and by the way, everybody, if you're just coming in, please, this is Open Forum Friday. Bring any question that you have. Hey, James, good to have you from San Antonio. Put your questions in the chat, and
Yep.
we're here to answer them directly from you and
Yep.
have
Yep.
that conversation with you guys. Can be on anything. I know we spoke about taxes this week, but it can be about anything. Any voiceover question that you have. So, hey, Nancy from South Dakota, good to have you. But so our team we had our first full month for the new semester and it
That's
went
wild that it's been a
amazing.
month already. Like
It's been yes, it's crazy
it
that it's
flew.
mm-hmm
Flew.
mm-hmm and the cool thing is with our new schedule with Rio Journey, you know what I mean, it's monthly, not weekly, meaning that
Hmm.
we have 12 different, which is just wild if you think about it, 12 different offering classes that you can attend. Of course, you can always watch them and replay if you can't make them.
Hmm.
But 12 different ones from character voice acting to corporate to audiobooks to acting 101 and
Commercial.
201, marketing 101, 201, commercial voice acting. We have script workouts. The script workouts have been a huge hit because we did something new that seems to be really a big hit and people are really loving. So in the past, I'm not saying that I didn't do a good job. But it's nice to have a variety of coaches to work with. So, all of our coaches come and we do a script workout. Each one of them hold their own kind of script workout, right,
Yeah.
throughout the month. And some bring, different types of scripts. Some have different ways of doing it. And it is fresh and new. And it's just a really great time. And we are getting such amazing feedback on that. So that's working out really well. I mean, how often do you get to do in any time in a year, but let alone in 1 month, multiple workouts with different professional,
Never.
coaches and voice actors and stuff. I mean, it's amazing. So thank you
It
so much,
is.
Rich. And we've got Sarah. Good to have you. So I mean, like, it is just it's fantastic. So if you haven't checked us out, this is a great time because it is back to school time. So it's back to school for all of us. And I think this is also a great idea of back to school for us voice actors. It's an,
And
yeah.
something that came up from our meeting earlier and also an observation Anthony and I have had over the last couple weeks is that we feel like sometimes we get people who are like, I don't have any gear yet. I don't have
Right.
equipment. Can I still? Yes.
Hmm.
You don't have to have anything to get your voiceover education started. That's the whole point.
Yes.
We help you, we guide you. We want to be there and be part of, the building and the purchasing of studio equipment and understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it. So you come as you are. It's raw. You don't need anything.
Oh, absolutely. And remember, at the heart of everything that we are actors, and your acting training can go on no matter what you have or where you are in the process, right?
Yeah,
You
for
have
sure.
to acting is key and it's something you start training on as soon as possible. So,
Hmm.
absolutely.
We got some questions.
We do have some questions. Okay, so first one's from Sarah. Says, I have a question. You mentioned you used to set up your hobo fort each time you record. Yes. Any tips for getting the top blanket on? It makes me rage.
Oh,
Yes, yes. So basically, what I did was is I put up. I had a 4x6 booth, that I made out of PVC pipe, right? And I
hmm,
connected, and then I would start with the sides, and I used clips like this. All right, and basically I would drape
you
the
pulled
blanket
that out
over the
fast.
side and clip it on like
You just
this.
had that sucker ready.
Yes, and
Come out of
then
nowhere.
And then exactly. And then after I got that on, I would take the blanket and literally drape it over the top. So I would throw it over because it was I think mine was about it wasn't 7 feet directly because that was too tall because I think I had 8 foot ceilings and then I had a seven, I had a fan in there. So it
Mm,
was maybe like 6'10" or something like that. But anyways, I would drape it over it. And then of course, I would clamp them because sometimes the blanket, if it's wide and depending on how big your blanket is, if it doesn't have enough space on the sides, it will cave in and come in on you.
mm,
So you got to use clamps. Now, down the road, I got better. I would clamp my sides, hold one side, take the clamp off, and clamp both of them together. Right. So, like, I mean, you get good at it.
but when you say we're throwing it like I envision like a pizza, like just kind of
You're just
winging the
tossing it up
dough
there.
up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man. Okay, but that's easier for a dude. Like girls are vertically challenged. We don't. I don't know. We're
I also, I mean, we all have little step stools, whatever
yeah.
you need to do to get it over there. But I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wish I was that tall, though, Gabby.
So
Unfortunately, I
funny.
am not. But anyways, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So a stool helps very well. Now, if you are putting it up and taking it down every day like I was, you know what I mean, then yeah, you kind of build a little something to help you there. But if you have it up, you only have to do it once, right? Like
Mm,
but yeah, that's how I did it. And I'm telling you what, it still was a pain in the butt.
mm.
It still is a pain in the butt because in a perfect world, you would have a lot bigger of a blanket. Like if you could find a bigger blanket, that would help,
Yeah.
because the bigger the blanket, the more stable it will be on the sides. Now
That
it's
makes
very
sense.
important. Here's a little tip for your hobo forts: use a sidebar. So what happens is if you're building a fort that begins to, right, get bigger, and by the way, you're going to have a lot of heavy, right? These are blankets, and after a while, it's
Yeah.
going to get heavy. And I had created a sidebar, so basically it meant that it gave it
Stability.
extra yeah, stability. By the way, I'm sorry, you guys. My camera busted yesterday, so I've got a camera. I'm using a Logitech camera that doesn't
It's
apparently like to
it's not
zoom in and
too
out sometimes.
bad. Sometimes it's going out of focus, but it's not
Okay.
it's not horrible.
All right. Well, anyways, I guess it bothers me more. So, but anyways, that's what I did, and I used the clamp. So,
Okay.
yeah, it does make you rage though. So, good question. Okay, so we've got another question here. All right, from James. So, as I'm just starting my business LLC, am I expected to file quarterly, or should I wait for next year once hopefully I have money coming in? Good
It is a
question.
good question. It's also a question that I would say is for your tax professional
Hmm.
because they know your individual situation
Hmm.
certainly better than we do. And that's pretty darn important. Really, filing quarterly, I mean, if you're not making any money, you're not
Yeah, you're not.
really filing. You know
No,
what
no,
I
no.
mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
you're filing a $0 amount,
Right, right.
which still has to be done, but yeah, that's a tax preparer
Yeah,
type question,
I agree.
you know.
I mean, from a legal standpoint, you're really technically only required to file and pay by April 15th, right? I mean, that legally.
Mm,
However, most of us do file quarterly or monthly. You can even do a monthly,
mm,
depending on what's best for you.
right.
That you and your tax consultant, just like Gabby said. So,
Yeah.
but you're not like legally required. But most people, most tax consult, or at least I don't speak for them, but they'll say file quarterly.
Yeah.
So that you're not caught at the end of the year with you owe money and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, good question. Okay, Tracy says, "Good morning from Rochester, Minnesota. What do you think is the slowest internet speed one can have and still do VO?"
That's
Oh,
a
yes.
hilarious question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
And very important.
that's so
Yeah.
funny. I mean, and I'm like, gosh, how do I even explain this? I'm just like, give me all the internet.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, I'm like, I like if it's overkill, give it to me. I
Yes.
don't care.
Yes.
Um,
Now
I
you
don't
and I are different though because we
know.
we do a lot of also like we do a lot of streaming, a lot of video, a
Yeah,
lot of that stuff too.
yeah, that's
So
true. I mean,
you
you're
know.
uploading and downloading large files. I mean, I don't know. I just remember, oh gosh, like back in the day. I mean, and I can't remember. I have no idea what my internet speed was back then, but like I know it used to be to
Yeah,
WeTransfer a
dial up.
session file, like, right? Like, if I did a directed session with a client and recorded on my end and I had an hour-long file,
Oh my
it could
gosh.
take, like, 30 to 45 minutes for that
Mm.
file to upload and to
Yes.
be sendable. And now it's, like, minutes. It's just whoop, and it's gone. It's crazy. Seconds sometimes even.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I would just say, by the way, just on a side note, if you're coming in and you've been here, this is an open forum Friday.
Mhm.
You get to post your questions in the chat live. We will answer them live right here, right now for you. This is a great time
We will
to
try to,
uh,
certainly, yeah.
ask any questions. Absolutely. I would just say, when in doubt, in that particular thing, get the most that you can afford.
Yeah.
I mean, you want the highest speed that you can get. Now, the if you are thinking that the internet speed is also how tied to your recording, so that's something. So like
Yeah.
that's a semi different. It depends on what program you have as well, what DAW you're using. But like that's going to be determined on your interface and on how fast your computer is,
Mhm.
not necessarily on how fast your internet speed is. However, we do everything on the internet. So I'm just like with my interface, my computer, my anything, because this is our whole life. I mean, with our business, I tried the best of my ability, like I said, what I can afford to get as much as possible. So that I would, if you default to that, try to get as much as possible. Now, if there's like a minimum you're looking for, don't sweat that. Just get as much as possible, and
Yeah.
whatever you can get, work with what you got.
And whenever possible, I'm always telling people this. I'm like, if you're whatever your main computer is, whatever your main workstation is, hardwire it. Screw Wi-Fi, okay? Because
Mm,
Wi-Fi is another element that slows you down. And a lot of programs like Zoom is not a fan of Wi-Fi.
mm-mm.
Riverside is not a fan of Wi-Fi. Source, you can't even think about putting Source Connect on Wi-Fi. So yeah, Ethernet's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Hardwire.
Absolutely. I when I got this new place, because it was 12 acres and we have this long driveway, there was no cable out here, right? It was the
Ooh,
previous owners just had a dish, so I had to pay
to
for
run the cable.
we have Cox, so we had to ran to run a cable all the way down and
Mhm.
everything like that, and they had to run it under the but you know what? It was worth it. I every single TV and everything in the house is on Wi-Fi, but in here with my modem and Ethernet, I am fully
You are
connected
the
in
hub.
here.
Yep.
This is the hub, right?
Mhm.
It's everything revolves around this.
Yes,
So yeah,
as it should.
yes, absolutely. Okay, so good. Yeah, good question so far. All right. John's talking about dinner. He's going to dinner, cooking and eating, and plus an Ethernet connection is more secure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, absolutely.
yeah.
All right, yes. Again, if you're just coming in, post your questions in the chat. We are
So
here to answer them.
we are, and
Um,
in between, we blab about what we have going on.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
something else I wanted to kind of bring to everybody's attention. We another thing we brought up in that meeting today. It was such a good meeting.
it was a great meeting.
We were talking about how one of the difficulties that voice actors have nowadays is finding what we're going to call safe and access to their first jobs, their early jobs, right? And it's safe because we know there's a lot of scams out there and a lot of like BS stuff, but um it's important because so many voice actors now, again, they don't have the opportunities that we used to have when
Right.
we got started in the industry. So, one of the things that the Academy does is creates opportunities
Yes.
for our talent to have access to their early jobs, access to auditions, access to real opportunities that help to validate what they're doing and their skill set and
Yes.
to give them something to show for it,
Yes.
which is all
Absolutely.
really important. And again, there's not anybody else doing that.
No.
It's such a
No.
unique feature.
No, it was I. We're talking about Academy Voices,
Mhm.
and it was so. I guess as being a teacher and an actor my whole life, one of the things as a acting teacher, right, or a teacher in schools or colleges or whatever, it is a neat thing to be a teacher in that field because
Mm,
you get to produce something. Most teachers, they is there a lot of it is focused on building one skill after another, and those skills you can't apply them to anything. It's just a test that you take at the end of the year or the month or whatever, or that chapter section.
yeah.
But at least with acting, right, you get to put on a show. But with that, right, it still becomes that show then still is a part of your grade. Anyways, the point is that what you find is so much of what we do in education is we educate, we pour our heart and soul, and then we're like, good luck, go into the world, may God be with you, and hope everything works out for you, right? I
Mm,
mean, that's kind of how education works, right? I mean, a
mhm.
lot of it, and why can't it be more than that? And I think that's what Academy Voices does. The first thing I had to do was figure out how to make money for us, right? Because we
Yeah.
we need we want to do a job. There's nothing wrong with doing work pro bono and things like that. That's a very valuable tool, and we have an amazing coach who does some amazing things with that as well. But I wanted to find a way with Academy Voices to help people voice actors make money in their first jobs and it be safe and secure. And finally, after a couple of years, a lot a lot of work with Academy Voices, it works. It is working.
Yeah.
We pay voice actors. We this last paycheck is over $2,000 for voice actors that we're
Wow.
setting out. I mean, I know that's not $10,000, but it's thousands of dollars that
That's
voice
pretty
actors are
good.
making, right? I
Yeah.
mean, and it's really really cool. So it is, and it is something that I don't know of anyone else. I think places have rosters,
Mhm. Sometimes.
but we
Sometimes.
control the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can up the amount of work with the systems and everything we've set up. It's just it's fantastic. I'm like really
Mhm.
excited about the opportunities for everyone. So
Yeah.
well, Chris has a question.
Mhm.
Chris says I can record and mix decently on an Ableton Live 12.
Mhm.
Do you consult for running the business side of VO?
For sure.
Mm,
For sure.
absolutely.
We have classes in marketing, we have
Oh yeah.
classes in branding, we have classes that are planned for selling. It's holistic, right?
Hmm.
We're not just here to focus on the performance of voiceover because that would do a disservice for people.
Hmm.
It's all the areas of voiceover that are necessary for you to succeed as a business owner in this. And Anthony and I spend a lot of time.
We love
Yeah.
the business
Yeah.
side
Yeah. If you were
of
with us
this
this
as
week, you
well.
know it's tax week. We talk
Oh, I
all
know.
about the business
I
stuff.
know. Because honestly, the difference between a voice actor who is kind of fly by the
Mm,
night, seat of their pants, who can do this for a little bit, and the voice actor that can be, for a long time is how well they can run a business.
yeah. Yeah.
So we're very pro business and helping people with that. And so
Mhm.
absolutely, Chris, we'd love to have you be a part
Yeah.
of the academy. Let's see. I kind of missed the sound of a modem trying to connect to the
Oh
other
god.
modem. Our generation will forever be like, right? We will always know it because I think like I don't even know like my son like our kids wouldn't know what that is probably. I mean they've
I would
never
love
really.
to do that. I think we should play the
Oh yeah,
sound of a
just
modem for,
every
like,
time.
a group of kids and
I'd
see if
say,
they know what
what
it
is
is.
it? I know.
Uh,
Let's see. Johnson's Academy of Voices goes beyond education by adding a supportive community in other areas. To the best of my knowledge, there isn't a community out there like that that does that. Thank you. I agree totally. Let's see. What if we know a person who is an author and they would like someone to voice their book? Can I? Who can I talk to? To
wow.
me.
Yeah.
Send them over. Let me know, John. Absolutely. The cool thing is that we are expanding. So, we will always have our projects that will ensure that there will always be work. This is a really cool thing about
Mm,
Academy Voices, and we can up the work. But we're also expanding to include other authors. We're working with authors right now, right, who they pay per finished hour and stuff like that. But we're trying to expand the team because I can tell you, it does take a lot of hands on deck to handle all of it. So we're
yeah,
expanding. We're doing that. So it's a great thing. So please send them my way.
for sure.
Gregory says I had voices 1, 2, 3 for a year
Mm,
and auditioned daily and got nothing. I'm coming over to Academy Voices. What did I do wrong?
alright. So, Gregory,
Ooh, this is.
you might very well, inspire next week
I think
because
that's a
yeah,
fantastic. I love
we
this.
have not dived into pay
No,
to play, and the
no.
reality is there are so many variables as to why a pay to play membership works and why
Mm-hmm.
one doesn't work, and all of the things that could potentially have happened.
Yes.
Um, and to be honest, right? So yeah, we can totally
I
cover
think
that
it's a
next week.
fantastic thing, and being a part. I'm glad you're
Yeah.
coming over to be a part of us, and um, because yes, well, yeah, we got it. We'll save it for next week, but there's so many things that we can talk
Mhm.
about and help you with as well. Because it could be something. I would just throw this out there. I have a student who they did an amazing student, great voice actor. Started working. They come to VO Journey Academy. We realized that there was some issues with her audio
Yeah.
and they didn't know and they
Right.
thought why am I not getting work, I'm
Mhm.
doing all this stuff. It was their audio,
Yeah.
and making those changes totally changed to start getting work. I mean, that's why being a part of a community that can help you with that is super important.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
and it
you
could be
all.
that simple or it could be a way more
Right,
complex
right,
thing.
right,
So,
exactly. And then we can dive into how you are analyzing the scripts, and is it matching others. So many things we can do there. So
mhm.
great question, Gregor. I love it, and we can't wait to have you.
Another
You all.
week
What's
done.
that?
Another week done.
Another week done.
Another
I
week
love it.
done.
Well, you all, thank you so much for being here. Have a great August 1st and the rest of your weekend. We will be back on Monday.
Catch you
See
then,
you
guys.
all later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.